Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Vegas!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He's got a man. That's Horton. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Let's go. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready, right?
We'll begin with a zone read. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 33 yards.
And the Bengals first down. Ready? Cowboy 80.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Packers 50. Packers 50.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll drop to throw. That one intercepted. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Ravens bring their punt team out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. First down.
They'll give on the ground, and they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to play. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Panthers 60, Panthers 18, 5-7 Pirates, Dragons 60.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's caught! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. A big play after being backed up. A gain of 48.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready to go! Yeah.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
He's going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Danny Stutzman there for the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Henley.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Here we go. Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 65. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
Viking 18. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's touchdown #1 for him on the year.
His kick is good.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Williams. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 6, 7.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Looks like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It looked like one of the Bengals was in there and able to cover it up. Cincinnati holds on to the ball. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
In trouble, and down he goes. That is Kelee Ringo, former Georgia Bulldog, in on the corner blitz to make the play. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this ball is intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he is going to score a pick-6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never
Ready, set up. Yeah. Go.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that ball.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 43, here's second and 2.
Ready, set up.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set up. Yes.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's another.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Ready, set up.
Williams to the air once more. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. coverage, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his first catch of the game, let's get credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On second down, it's Williams. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just,
oh, in trouble, and Smith. He gets in to drop this. It's a loss of 8.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Out of the gun, they're going to run, and it's Bigsby. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Williams to throw on second down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Take Bigsby, the man he was looking for that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here we go. Third and a yard. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First down, Bengals.
70 range, 70 range. Ready? Pat the street. 70 Simba Wolf. Ready?
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now, faking the give. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Ready? Practice.
Throwing now on third and long. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. Into space. And he will get into the end zone. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown for more. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Johnson now to return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Back. Dragon 60.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's 2nd down.
Come on. Hit. Pass all 80. Mustang 19. Hurt.
They'll drop to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready. Go.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw. Downfield is Thornton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
60 Eagles.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready.
They'll stick to the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now a timeout. We are under 10 seconds to go. From here, it's a long field goal. What are they going to do? They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Panther 60. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from